broadcasting live 2K and if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. Jaren Jackson is out there with Avdia. Then there's Pirtle, then it's Ball, and it's Branham in at the shooting guard position. 4 on the clock. Jackson a screen on Maxey. There's Ball with the 3. Offensive rebound. Jackson misses. Now here's Booker. Randall outside. Back to Booker. Mobley sets the pick for Booker. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. Outing for the Nets. They won that game against the Timberwolves at Target Center.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
Well, they shot it well because of how selfless they were. You need that kind of chemistry and cohesion on the road.
The Nuggets with another miss.
0 for 3 from the floor so far. Not the start they had in mind. They need to just take a breath, reset, and keep things simple.
Now, here's Mobley. He's coming off a 13-point game against Minnesota.
And he was terrific in that game defensively as well, blocking 4 shots on the night.
Now, here's Ball. After the miss from Tyrese Maxey. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Jackson with the screen. Branham traps in the tray.
What focus from Branham at the arc. He really wants to be as efficient as possible from there.
And he makes good on the layup.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I caught up with Greg Popovich. Dealing with Lonzo Ball's playmaking was at the front of his mind. He told me Lonzo's a tremendous decision maker, so we've got to be quick to close off the passing lanes. We can't let him create easy baskets. The goal is to keep Ball's impact as a playmaker down to a minimum. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, David. The Nuggets have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. And looking back, Coach, how great was it to see the Nuggets win their first title back in 2023?
One of the great NBA stories, Kevin. It was huge. It was a moment years in the making. That championship meant so much to the city of Denver and its fans.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Ball against Maxey. From the arc. Denver grabs the miss.
Far from an ideal start, only 1 for 5. Let's see if they can turn it around.
Avdia gets the bucket. Nets trail by 6. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Randall finds Maxey. To the middle, here's Booker. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Branham. He's covered by Maxey. Pirtle against Mobley. Outside, Ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Booker. Ball, no good. Brooklyn's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Avdia against Maxey. Booker left side. He is looking for Mobley and finds him. Mobley is screened. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. And Mobley throws it down.
Sets a great screen, and then Mobley gets perfect position there on the roll.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. As we close into the start of the playoffs, let's see how the West is stacking up. You look at the Nuggets. They've done well enough to be in 5th place in the conference so far.
Well, I think for Denver, most of the preseason predictions were right on the money when it came to them. I mean, a playoff contender, but not necessarily championship caliber.
Well, sometimes those teams that are on the edge can be the most dangerous. They play like they have something to prove.
Now here's Jackson. His last outing, 16 points for him. Here's Branham, defended by Booker. It's Jackson atop the key. Julius Randle with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
In textbook mechanics, make it look like it's going in every time. Booker, unreal.
Back to ball. Outside, Avdia. Outside, Jackson. Here's Ball. Rebounded by the Nets. Booker looking around. They now take the lead. Booker's got 5.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Ball dishes to Avdia. Pass to Pirtle. Here's Branham. Back to Pirtle. Over Booker. Nice shot by Pirtle.
Can't be that easy for him. Gotta body him up down low.
Yeah, they can't let him even get into that space. If he gets good position on the block, it's trouble.
Now here's Booker. 5 points in the game. Loads it up there for Mobley. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Devin Booker.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Hendricks is checked in, and Smith subbed in for Ball. Here's Avdia. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Brooklyn's gone, just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. Here's Maxey. Avdia with the rebound. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Smith against Maxey. Outside, Avdia. Down low, just 5 on the clock. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Nets shooting their first free throws of this game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Take a break. 2 shots.
first one falls. Stan, what are you keeping your eye on here as we go down the stretch of the season?
Well, I like the battle for playoff positioning and seeding. I think home court is really, really important, especially, Kevin, and you've done a lot of them. When you get to Game 7 in a series, you want that on your home floor.
And so he hits both.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants to talk to his guys. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Well, everyone has off nights. They just need to make sure that they bounce back strong.
Who wants the t-shirt? We got some t-shirts for the largest, greatest, most exciting fans in the building. If you want one, put your hands in the air and wave those babies like you just don't care. T-shirt, t-shirt, t-shirt. Come on, everybody. We got t-shirts for everybody.
And with the chance, let's take a look now at the numbers for Booker. And he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And he's the type of three-point specialist that doesn't need a lot of shots to rack up points. That's why he's top 3 in percentage. Has to Ware. Here is Riley. Here's Smith. Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's McCain. Covered by Smith. Porzingis with the ball. Fires from deep. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And the conversation for Porzingis, coach, tends to always come back to health. And what a challenge that has been for him.
Yeah, Kevin, over his career, on average, he's missed about 30 games per season. But that's not an uncommon problem, as you know, for players who stand well over 7 feet tall.
And Brooklyn has possession. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Pass to Booker. Just 5 to shoot. From deep three-point territory. Denver grabs the miss. Last time they met was in Denver.
Yeah, and their last time playing against this club, they fell short. A lot of cheap fouls really plagued their starting unit.
Yeah, and that comes down to playing reckless defense. They need to have more discipline and do a better job of guarding without fouling.
Here's Porzingis. Denver getting their last shot to go. Lays it up off the glass. 6 points for him.
Great timing by Booker, setting up his teammate for success.
Dort kicks to Smith. A 3-ball. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Pass to McCain. Mobley a screen on Dort. Off target from 3-point range.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Booker against Smith. Inside. Here is Riley. It's Dort on the wing. Pocket 6. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Over to the wing. Got a piece of it. Here's McCain. Coming off a solid outing against Minnesota. With the step back. That one, no good. The Nuggets trail. Riley kicks to Smith.
Last 2 minutes to play. First quarter.
Pass to Hendricks. Shoots the three. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, if Porzingis gets within arm's length of the hoop, he's not going to make many mistakes.
The drive by Smith. The layup missed.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Outside, Porzingis. Pass to Mobley. Here's McCain. Riley covering to the inside. Nice shot by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Here's Riley. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Brooklyn leading by 4. Pass to McCain. Outside, Porzingis. Takes a 3. A 3-pointer is right on target. Porzingis has got 10 points in the game.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Denver shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Hendricks. Shooting 2.
First one falls for Sam Merrill. He's checked in for Brooklyn. Goodwin comes in for Devin Booker. He hits both from the stripe.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Here's Merrill. Riley covering. McCain. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Nick Smith.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
The Nets have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Nuggets trail by 7. Here is Riley. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. steps back and fires. The shot that time, not on target. A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for Brooklyn. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be right back after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Nets.
I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
Brooklyn leading by 7. They've got Porzingis. Goodwin out there with Maxey. Then it's Randall. And it's Merrill in at the 3 spot. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Porzingis can't hit. Here's Branham. He's defended by Merrill. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
And the first one drops.
A late first-rounder in the 2022 draft. Malachi Branham averaged double figures as a rookie. That is rare for a teenager.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Jackson's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Nets leading by 5. Merrill with the ball. Maxey finds Porzingis. Here's Hendricks. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Julius Randle picks one up. The Nuggets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Hendricks shooting 2.
First free throw is good. That one is no good.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Probably the last guy you want to foul out there. Maxey almost automatic at the strike.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Free throw good, Maxey. Maxey hits them both. The Nuggets trail by 6. Pass to Hendricks. Here is Riley. Here's the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. He's got 5.
Well, passing may not be a highlight of Branham's game, but he's not a selfish guy who will just force his own shot.
Porzingis against Jackson. Left side, Porzingis. Shot clock at 5. Randall off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Branham. He has 5. From downtown, it'll go, and the Nets' lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Riley.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Randall with a screen for Maxey. That's tipped. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Riley passes it to Ball. Here's Branham. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Celtics in Boston. A miss that time would have put him up.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Goodwin. Good.
Every year, it seems like Randall's playing with more awareness. That's why you can now run the offense through him.
Here's Jackson. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
As a coach, what were some of your favorite parts, Stan, of life on the road?
Well, Kevin, we get treated really well on the road in the NBA. I mean, you travel on great charters. People take care of your bags. We stay in great hotels. But my favorite part of being on the road was when we were on our way home. Easier to win at home, family at home. That was the favorite part of it.
How about the bonding experience that a lot of coaches talk about when you're out there kind of alone against the forces, just you and your team?
Well, I definitely think players bond on trips like that because they're not going in different directions. They team to spend time together. I don't think any of them ever wanted to spend time with me.
Come on, everybody. You get to hear something on the big screen and show us your best move. Come on, let's go. Keep on dancing. Show us those moves. Oh, yeah. You gotta dance like everyone's watching, dude. Like everyone's watching.
This set of players deserves credit for some of the most creative playmaking we've seen in the second half of the season. The top passers among small forwards since the All-Star break. Second, Avdia.
He just sees the entire floor so well. And from the wing, it's that vision that enables him to penetrate and find the open man in a very crowded area.
Yeah, and on top of his vision, he's just a naturally unselfish player, always looking to make the right play.
Now here's Randall. An 11-point game for him in the win against Minnesota. Offensive rebound. Booker. And Devin Booker in the paint.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Outside, Ball. Back to Avdia. Pass the ball. Denver passing it around. Jackson, a screen on Maxey. Here's Branham. And again, Denver no good. It's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 3-point lead. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand. His shot is good. Scores his third basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Branham. He has 5. Jackson, a screen on Booker. Drives to the hoop. Branham can't get it to go.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
And Randall throws it down.
Not enough defense there. Allowing Randall to get that close is a recipe for disaster.
Here's Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
So it's Brooklyn now. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Outside, Porzingis shoots over Pirtle. Again, the Nets for 2.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Here's Branham, defended by Booker. Pirtle with a screen on Booker. Here's Branham. Ball feeling it out a bit. Over Maxey. Got that one, and the Nets' lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Ball.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Now Booker. He had 22 points in the win against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
And there really was a physical aspect of his performance that was off the charts. He was taking it right at him, and he just kept getting those calls and getting to the line.
Now Jackson, after Devin Booker missing on that last three-pointer. Left side, Avdia. Elbow shot. A rebound by the Nets. Randall's got 5 rebounds tonight. Booker outside. Over Avdia. No good from Booker.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
Randall passes to Porzingis. Outside for Randall. Pass to Booker. Outside, Porzingis. And here's Randall, guarded by Jackson. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Avdia. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists now in this one. Maxey against Ball with 3. Booker, and it's Denver with the rebound. Pirtle's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the paint. Knocked loose. And here's Porzingis. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
Yeah, and the effort on the boards last game gave them that many more chances.
The Nets have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. We see coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. I'm going back in my Rolodex here. Did you? Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. Man. Yeah. My wife was not real happy about that at one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college.
Time out.
And she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Oh, goodness. And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
And a moment here to look at some of the stats for Julius Randle. He's averaging 14 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And with his skill set on the offensive end, he is such a threat on the floor.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy that makes life easier for his teammates. He demands so much defensive attention.
There's the lob to Dort, and there's another turnover by the Nuggets.
And now we get a chance to check in on Evan Mobley. He's been dominant over the last month, and he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And he's a top 10 rebounder this year for good reason. He's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the entire game. Here's Cooper. The Nets working the ball around now. Randle from outside buries the long-range jumper. Randle's got the lead up to 7 now for the Nets.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Ware kicks to Smith. Got a piece of it.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
To the inside. Mobley. That one goes. Count it. And it's a 9-point Nets lead.
And the ever-growing confidence of Mobley inside, he knows these are shots he can make consistently.
Now, here's Dort. Nothing on the board. 6 to shoot. Down low. He's looking for Pirtle and finds him. Looking to end the run. Mobley with the block. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Denver making a switch here. Hendricks is checked in.
For the Nuggets, number 34, Taylor Hendricks.
Nets leading by 9. Right now, I've sent it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, improving dialogue between players and officials is a priority. Commissioner Silver says, now with high-fidelity audio, we're all able to hear a lot of what's being said. Now we have to take into account the high-stress environment. But there has to be a two-way sense of respect. I feel it's an area where we can make progress. Kevin?
You know, the commissioner's always looking ahead and looking at every area, which is great for the game. The Nets have gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. Now here's Randle. Tight defense on him. For the 3. The offensive rebound. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The Nuggets trail by 9. Now here is Smith. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Boston. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
It's his first trip to the line.
And you know what? The work he's put in at the line starting to pay off. How about 78% on the season.
Free throw drop for Smith. The Nets making a switch here. Merrill's checked in, and a switch here also for Denver. Riley is checked in for Avdia. Both free throws good from Smith. Nets leading by 7. Merrill with the ball. No scoring in this one. Here's Randall. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Performed well thus far this season with a 78% clip.
At the line one time.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for Denver. It's a 10-point game. Driving the lane. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Nuggets have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
Shooting for Denver. Smith, 2 shots.
That free throw missing. Goodwin's checked in for Brooklyn. And he sinks the second. Here's McCain. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Just a good one. Now Mobley. Here's McCain. The three-pointer, no good. The Nuggets trail by 9. Here is Riley. 8 points for him. Can't hit from in close. And there's a minute 45 left here in the second. Inside. Mobley. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and it'll go to the line.
At almost 7 feet tall, once Mobley has ideal positioning inside, he forces the defender to have to foul.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off.
And to me, Evan Mobley seems like a fast learner. He adapted to the league play pretty seamlessly and is always looking for little ways to improve.
And the second free throw, good. 1:39 left in the second quarter. Here is Riley. He's got 8. Shoots over Merrill. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. He's got 10. Nets leading by 8. Here's McCain. Goodwin. Good.
Defense gave him a little space, and he took advantage.
Here is Riley. He's defended by Merrill. Fires from 14, and he hits the jump shot.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Pass to Goodwin. Mobley outside. Here's McCain from deep. Hendricks pulls it in.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Smith on the wing. 5 points in the game. Pass to Riley. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Dort. Off target from outside. The Nets with the lead. Randall surveying the D. On target from 13 feet. Randall's got the lead up to 11 now for the Nets.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
Yeah, I got to agree. Their defensive commitment's got to be a lot better.
And so it's Brooklyn. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, what did you see in the first half?
We had ball movement. You know, we weren't in mud. The guys were in attack mode. Nobody held the ball. You know, you pass, catch, or shoot. And we did that a lot in the first half.
Yeah, you had them swiveling, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
Hey everybody, it's halftime. Boy, it's been a rough go so far for the Denver Nuggets.
I can't see what they're trying to do offensively. Maybe with a little more patience, that shooting percentage will tick upwards.
Yeah, we saw several instances where the guys should have just made the extra pass. Now it's time to check in on how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up.
We're in the home stretch. I don't know if I call these guys rookies now.
Yeah, we have some pressure-filled games coming up. In addition to everything else, we'll see who has that clutch gene. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We're seeing a tremendous game from Julius Randle.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
So Booker will bring it up for Brooklyn. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. So on the floor for Denver, Avdia is out there with Jaren Jackson. Then there's Lonzo Ball. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. And it's Branham in at the two guard.
And Randall's never been one to back down from physical play inside. And he's not going to start now.
The Nets have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
Stepping the line with 2 shots.
That free throw good from Randall.
And you know, one thing you have to admire about Randall is his hunger
to get better. He is a real leader who leads by example.
All free throws good from Randall.
And give them credit for the work they've done at the line. Nothing new. They're always impressive in terms of free throw shooting, but still worth mentioning.
Here's Branham. Jackson finds ball. Hurdle with a screen on Maxey. There's Ball with the three.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Randall outside. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Avdia. Rejected by Booker. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Now here is Pirtle. Devin Booker missing his last shot. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. This break gives us a chance to see the league's best fast break teams in the second half of the season. They've really ramped up the energy. The Nuggets in second.
You know, as the season wears on, the team that can stay fresh can take advantage. They continue to get out and run, and teams are struggling to keep up. I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
Well, if that was one of my players, I'd think about sitting him down right away and letting him think about that one.
Now Booker following the miss by Lonzo Ball from deep. Booker outside. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Booker's got 9.
Skillful make inside by Booker, able to find his spot for the finish.
Pirtle's shot is off.
Well, 4 failed attempts to start this half. Not what they wanted out of the locker room.
Randall a screen on Pirtle. Booker outside. Loads it up there for Mobley.
Well, sharp interior passing is so important. The best way to create high percentage buckets.
Outside Jackson. Outside Avdia. Pass the ball. Here's Branham. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Right wing. Lots of room. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Tries again. Maxey, no good. The Nuggets trail by 17. Here's Branham. He's got 5. The Nuggets with another miss.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Mobley finds Randall. Booker outside. And the 3 off target.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game from 3.
And it's Avdia off the drive. And it's in there. Nets leading by 15. Now Booker. 9 points in the game so far. Good on the triple. Booker's got 12 points in the game.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Time to make some noise, Nets fans. As here they come back on the floor. Your Brooklyn Nets, T-Hype. Get loud, fans. On the court, your Hype Squad. Because of t-shirt! I told you, get a t-shirt!
Porzingis is checked in for Julius Randle. And Denver with a change here, too. Riley's checked in. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. They trail by 18. Pass to Branham. Denver passing it around. Jackson a screen on Booker. 5 to shoot. Here's Branham. Rebounded by the Nets.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Here's Porzingis. And it's Denver with the rebound. Avdia's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Branham. Hits it from 3-point range. Branham's got 8.
Well, he had to be quick there. Branham recognized it and executed.
Pass to Porzingis. Booker outside. The 3. And the Nets, another 3.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Outside, Avdia. Back to Ball. Here's Branham, defended by Booker. Branham, good.
Well, good decision by Branham. Just taking what the defense allows.
Outside, Porzingis. Pass to Booker. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
One shot.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Nets?
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And another thing they've been doing all game long is knocking down the 3. Shooting has been a big part of their game plan tonight.
Free throw good, Booker.
Anytime Devin Booker is sent to the line, it's a win for his offense. He's pretty much automatic, and it's been that way since he entered the league.
Here is Riley. 12 points for him. That one doesn't go. Good D by Booker. Brooklyn leading by 19 points. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. The game is certainly going international. Commissioner Adam Silver says, with basketball's exponential growth, it's now truly a global game. We're fortunate that the very best in the world want to play in the single league. And Kevin, the NBA continues to draw talent from all corners of the globe.
And David, you've been all over the globe, and the talent level, undeniable. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Nuggets trail by 17. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And here's the fast break. Here's Cooper. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Nick Smith.
Clearly a foul.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
At the line, 2 times.
And the first one at the line is good.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Dort, he's checked in for Denver. And Cooper drops both of them. The Nuggets trail by 19. Smith outside. Out to the wing. Here's Hendricks. Rebound, Brooklyn. Mobley's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Here's Porzingis. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Well, you'll see teams try to bump Porzingis around. Didn't work that time.
Booker against Riley. Smith outside. 5 on the clock. Lets it go from deep. Second chance shot, and it's good on the way in. He's got 14.
Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
To the middle. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
14 foul.
Such an active shooter. Love how Booker gets defenders to try and be physical with him.
And this will be his second and third shots at the line here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And he makes the first. Both free throws good from Booker. Something we're used to seeing here in the NBA, Coach. Retired players being critical of the younger generation. What's your assessment?
I think it's unfortunate, Kevin. I really do. I think the approach should more be from the retired players. They should have an appreciation of what they built and really enjoy the accomplishments of the current players. And then on the other hand, the current players need to look back and respect the foundation that those former players built for them.
Here is Riley. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. Pass to McCain. Porzingis with a screen on Dort. Here's McCain. Out to Porzingis. Fires for 3. And Ware pulls it down.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Riley. Rebound, Brooklyn.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's Porzingis. Got it. Good job in the low post. Porzingis has got 16.
Well, he's called the unicorn for a reason. Porzingis doing unicorn-type things tonight.
Smith, the pass to Riley. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
The Nuggets have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Sam Merrill comes in for Mobley, and Goodwin subbed in for Cooper. Nets leading by 20. Pass to Merrill. Porzingis with a screen on Riley. Here's Merrill. No good on the triple. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Here's Hendricks. Defended by Booker. Hendricks passes to Riley. Knocks down the 3 ball. He's got 22.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Near the 3-point line, it's Booker. Porzingis kicks to Booker.
2 minutes to play. Third quarter.
Over Hendricks. And it's good off the back rim and in. Booker's got 24 points.
Yeah, he's been able to turn it around after a rough first half. He's now looking much better offensively.
Pass to Riley. Here's Ware. Headed by Porzingis. Lets the 3 fly. Hendricks, good. Hendricks has got 6.
They've given up a lot of 3-pointers here today.
And here's Booker from the arc. Drains the 3-pointer.
The 3
at the other end lit a fire under Booker. He wanted to get those right back.
Here is Riley. He's defended by Merrill.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And it's Goodwin in the corner. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Booker's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here is Riley. He's defended by Merrill. Riley passes it to Dort. Now here is Smith. Riley kicks to Dort. 30 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. Pass to Porzingis. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Here is Riley. Can they get it? And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for Brooklyn. We witnessed him delivering a series of 3-pointers as he notched 3 total in the quarter. Back to the action in just a minute. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Greg Popovich.
The way we keep a lead is to keep making stops, gain rebound, and keep the pace on offense.
No surprise moments ago in that little talk that Greg Popovich gave his team in pushing his troops, sensing an open opportunity to break this thing wide open.
And he's a guy who will never settle. And for good reason. He knows that any dip in momentum can shift the course of a game.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Julius Randle is out there with Mobley. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's McCain in at the 2 guard. So that's the Nets 5. Here's McCain. Up top, Maxey. Hey, Stan, we've exported so much corporate basketball knowledge overseas. Remember when Fratello and you and your brother Jeff would go over there and have these clinics and teach the coaches the game. And they've taken that knowledge clearly and run with it.
No, I think that definitely happened when those guys went over. I think now it's sort of going the other way in large part. I know that all of us in the league now study what the great coaches in Europe are doing, and there's a lot of them, and the game is different, but they incorporate a lot of different concepts. I don't know a staff in the league that isn't spending a lot of time studying the international game.
Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Denver. Lonzo Ball comes in for Smith. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And so here's Denver. Outside Jackson. Pass to Poeltl. Ball from long range. Julius Randle with the rebound. Randle's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Randle is doubled. Jacks up a 3. There's the triple. Ball with the rebound. The Nuggets shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. Beyond the wing. The shake. Mobley with the block.
Mobley is one of the best defenders in the NBA. When he's not blocking shots, he's altering. I tell you what, he is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack your basket.
And it seems each season more things can be subject to video review. Are you a fan of that, Greg?
You know, I'm a fan of keeping the game moving. I'm not sure I'd get rid of review, but I sure would like the league to find a way to speed them up.
Free throw, no good for Mobley. The Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Brooklyn with the rebound. Pass to Cooper. A kick out to Mobley. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And it's the Nuggets ball. Here's Branham. Here's Rupert. And here's Fultz. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Fultz has got his first basket.
Yeah, and Fultz is a capable shooter. I like seeing him get going here in that mid-range.
Pass to Fontecchio. Now Mobley, defended by Pirtle. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Nuggets. On Wednesday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Charlotte Hornets. Then on Sunday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Sacramento to take on the Kings.
And the matchup with the Timberwolves, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
Free throw good, Mobley. Well, Stan, I know you made the transition from college to the NBA as a coach and were successful, but how hard is that transition for the players to go from college to the pros?
It's an incredible transition, Kevin. In college, let's think about it. The very best teams may have 2 or 3 NBA caliber players. You know how many NBA players are on NBA teams? 15 of them. And the pace of the game, everything happens faster, so all of your reads and decisions have to happen faster. That's what I think takes the time more than the skills themselves.
No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Pass to Avdia. Here's Branham. He's guarded by Cooper. Hurdle with a screen on Cooper. Three-pointer. Goes back up. Hurdle's shot is off. Brooklyn's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Porzingis against Jackson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Using smarts instead of just strength. Porzingis uses the fake before attacking.
Porzingis at the line 2 times.
And the first one at the line is good. And the NBA coach has made sure franchises can't sell their future via draft picks in a trade. What do you think of that?
I think it was probably a good idea because, you know, all of us, coaches, maybe even more than GMs, but organizations get to a point that you want to win so badly in the present that you're willing to just sacrifice the future, and that can lead to some very bad teams down the road, and the NBA doesn't want that.
Yeah, and we've seen that. You're right. A lot of examples. And it's blocked. Arrow on the wing. Sinks the triple.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Branham, good.
Well, I love physical guards like Branham. Playing hard down low.
Ball against Cooper. Teardrop shot, and the rejection by Jackson. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Clock at 4. High, arcing shot.
Great defense from Jackson Jr. He's a former league leader in blocks.
Avdia gets the bucket.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Cooper the pass to Maxey. Here's Porzingis. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And it's now 22 points for Porzingis. Pass to Pirtle. Here's Branham. Back to Pirtle. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Porzingis with the ball. Here's Cooper. Porzingis with a screen on Ball. Cooper against Ball. 11 feet away. And Ball with the block.
And Ball using those long arms to just swat away that shot. I love the hustle. Always nice to have a point guard who can block shots.
Brooklyn's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Here's Porzingis, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
I don't know what happened there. About as easy an attempt as you could possibly ask for.
Cooper against Ball. Outside Jackson. Fires from way outside. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Well, Stan, the NBA awards impact so much on these players and what they think they can acquire and achieve. How do you feel about the structure of award voting?
Well, right now, Kevin, there's about 100 panelists that each get a vote. And that seems like as good approach as any. Certainly, I need to be on that panel. And, you know, I mean, I think we'd probably get more worthy award winners if they would just let me pick them myself.
But, you know, they make your picks public. And a lot of times, voters are uncomfortable with that.
Yeah, that doesn't really bother me. I'm used to people disagreeing with me anyway. I have a family, Kevin. Well, you talk about a guy who could start for any team in the league. That's what Jaren Jackson is all about.
Julius Randle's checked in for the Nets. Goodwin comes in for Maxey. The Nuggets also changing it up. Ware's checked in. And it's Dort in for Lonzo Ball. Both free throws good from Jackson. And it's Goodwin with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Down low. It's tipped. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Dort kicks to Avdia. There's Jackson with the 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Here's Cooper. Pass to Merrill. Randle outside. Greg, every year we have the Best Teammate Award. What are some of those qualities that you admire in a great teammate?
You know, Kevin, you want guys who make you better and who make it fun to come to work every day. In the end, teammates are like family. So trust, commitment, and just enjoying being with one another, it matters.
Avdia following the basket by Julius Randle.
Brooklyn foul. Sam Merrill. First personal foul. Team seconds. At the line for the Nuggets, Denny Avdia. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw, and Brooklyn making a change here. Mobley's checked in. Smith checked in for Denver. And he's good on the second. The Nets have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Pass to Randle. A kick out to Mobley. From outside, off the mark. Denver shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Left side Jackson. It's stolen by Randle. Here's Cooper. Shoots a 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. Ware's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Smith outside. Avdia on the wing. To the left wing. The tray. Ware. Good.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Merrill passes to Goodwin. Here's Mobley. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And for the Nuggets, they're shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Dort kicks to Smith. On the wing, Jackson. He's defended by Randle. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Second.
Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. You think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Jackson. Nets leading by 23. Outside, Maxey. Mobley outside. Here's Booker. That's in, coming off an assist from Randle. Booker's got 29.
And we see this so often from Booker because he has the green light to take any shot he wants.
Pass to Pirtle. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Nuggets making a change here. Ware's checked in.
On the court.
Outside, Avdia. Shot clock at 6. But Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Pirtle misses the 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Randle a screen on Ball. Cooper the pass to Randle. There's the screen. for 3. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
And helping the team space the floor there. Randall with so much more confidence now from the outside.
Ball, the pass to Ware. And Greg, everyone loves talking trades. Future first-round picks have been moved quite a bit of late, and that's been kind of interesting.
And, Kevin, a lot of teams that don't control any of their future first-round picks. With so much pressure to win now, GMs are willing to use draft assets.
And he can't get the first one. Porzingis is checked in for Brooklyn. He hits the second from the line.
He needed to convert on all of those. Missed opportunities at the line are the last thing they need right now. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Nets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Devin Booker.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
Here's Cooper. Over to the left wing. Porzingis inside. Hurdles there. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, you know teams try to get physical with Porzingis, but sometimes that strategy can come back to bite him.
Evan Mobley's checked in for Julius Randle. And Denver with a change here, too. Hendricks is checked in. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Branham. Over in the corner, Avdia. Here's Hendricks. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Goodwin. Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Cooper against Ball. Here's Cooper. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. All right, David, thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. So, for Greg